Breaking news tonight as concerns are growing over a sharp rise in anti-Semitic incidents across both Australia and the United States. Authorities in multiple cities are responding to a pattern of threats, vandalism, and violent acts targeting Jewish communities. Officials say the trend has intensified in recent months, raising alarm among security agencies and community leaders. You may be noticing increased police presence around synagogues, schools, and cultural centers. Governments on both sides of the Pacific are now facing pressure to act decisively. Law enforcement agencies describe the situation as serious and evolving. International observers are also watching closely. The developments are prompting broader questions about public safety, extremism, and social cohesion. As the situation continues to develop, officials in Australia confirm a rise in reported anti-Semitic incidents, ranging from graffiti and harassment to violent attacks. Law enforcement agencies say several cases are being treated as hate-motivated crimes. Increased patrols have been deployed in major cities, particularly in areas with large Jewish populations. Authorities emphasize that these measures are preventative, aimed at reassurance as well as deterrence. Investigators are actively reviewing surveillance footage, digital communications, and witness accounts linked to recent incidents. With the area now secured in several affected locations, police say they are working closely with intelligence units to assess whether organized networks or lone actors are responsible. Officials stress that no single motive has yet been confirmed. However, they acknowledge patterns that suggest ideological radicalization and online misinformation may be playing a role. Security agencies continue to evaluate potential threats while coordinating with federal counterparts. Beyond Australia, similar concerns are emerging in the United States. Law enforcement agencies report an uptick in anti-Semitic threats, including hoax bomb scares, vandalism at religious sites, and harassment on college campuses. Authorities say some incidents have escalated to physical violence, prompting emergency responses and campus lockdowns. Federal agencies are now sharing intelligence with local police departments to identify trends and prevent further attacks. As authorities expand investigations, public safety officials emphasize the importance of community reporting. They say early warnings have helped prevent several incidents from escalating. Emergency hotlines and reporting systems have been reinforced, and officials are urging the public to remain vigilant without spreading fear. You may be noticing increased coordination between police and private security at public events and religious gatherings. Beyond the immediate response, experts warn that antisemitism often spikes during periods of global tension and political polarization. Analysts point to the rapid spread of extremist narratives online as a contributing factor. Social media platforms are now under renewed scrutiny, with officials urging stronger moderation and cooperation with law enforcement. International organizations are also weighing in, calling for coordinated global responses to hate-based violence. Looking ahead, governments in both countries are reviewing existing hate crime legislation and enforcement strategies. Officials say additional funding may be allocated for community protection, intelligence gathering, and counter-extremism programs. Educational institutions are also being encouraged to address misinformation and promote tolerance through curriculum and outreach initiatives. As discussions continue at the national level, diplomatic channels are also active. International partners are sharing intelligence and best practices to counter rising anti-Semitism worldwide. Security experts say the issue is no longer confined to isolated incidents but reflects a broader global challenge. Authorities stress that responses must balance civil liberties with the need for strong preventive action. With investigations ongoing, officials say they are closely monitoring online spaces, cross-border communications, and potential copycat behavior. Law enforcement remains on heightened alert, particularly around upcoming religious observances and public gatherings. Community leaders continue to call for unity and calm while urging governments to remain firm in protecting vulnerable groups. As the situation continues to evolve, authorities say further updates will be provided as new information becomes available with national and international implications still unfolding.